I have a beard that's long and white.
Who comes around on a special night?
I come along on a special night.
Beard that's white, special night. Must
Be
be
Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus.
And it is.
Oh,
Oh, welcome to another Santa Call-In show.
oh,
It's nice to see you again, my friend.
holy peppermint sticks, am I happy to be here. This is one of my favorite nights right here. Yeah, in wonderful Midland, Michigan.
And down at MCTV Studios, too,
Yeah,
with our old friends.
yeah, it's a great place.
We're hoping.
So what's going to happen tonight, I wonder?
I hope we get some good, tough questions for you.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk. Oh, I see. So the children are going to call in and give me a few questions, huh?
Yeah, or
That'd
they
be
can.
Nice.
I think they can text in or email. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
All of this
That'd be good.
technology. Yeah,
Yeah.
a long life. All this stuff is new to us, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I love answering questions, and I love talking about the North Pole more than answering questions.
Yes. And okay, here's our very first one. Amethyst from Traverse City wants to know, what is your favorite cookie?
Oh, that's easy. Christmas. I love the Christmas cookies.
I hope that answers your question, Ginger, because that's a good one.
Hey, Ginger, if I picked one cookie, one year I made the mistake and I picked a special Christmas cookie, and that's all I got for the next 3 years. So I really like them all. I don't know any Christmas cookies I don't like.
Me neither. Yep. Yeah, lots of them. And I like the ones with frosting on them. And I like, but I have to say chocolate chip. Yeah, there's some really good ones.
It's kind of a year-round cookie.
Yeah, your friends at Cups and Donuts,
Yeah.
They make some really good big chocolate chip cookies. So how are the reindeer?
Oh, the reindeer are good. You remember their names? Well, let me help you. I don't want to put you on the spot. But there's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. And old Rudolph. And Rudolph's actually 85 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's older than us.
No.
No, you get to be the oldest. Okay. All right. Well, he's older than me.
Yeah.
But good old Rudolph with his got his nose working
long.
properly.
I've been around a long time, old St. Nicholas. Yeah.
Okay, Ryan Smith Winnie's Lee's I bet Ryan's daddy or something like that. Winnie Lee, oh, what a cute name, wants to know, where were you before you made toys? Ooh, interesting question.
Okay, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was over 1,700 years ago. I was born in Asia Minor, and I became St. Nicholas, a real live flesh and blood individual named St. Nicholas, or that's who I became. I was Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a gift giver. I was born in a wealthy family, and I gave gifts, and I did it indiscreetly, so.
Oh.
And so the legend kept me alive, and now Santa Claus is one of the best known characters in the world. And it's all because of that man, St. Nicholas, which means it's just Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm, sure. In English, it's Santa Claus. But aren't you known by other names in other countries?
Yes. Yeah. Well, let's see. When was it? Last Saturday night was when I delivered a lot of toys in the European countries, because it's a Feast of St. Nicholas is December 6th. So I had to do a lot of work and get a lot of toy giving done right there. Actually, they take a lot of candy and dates and oranges and things like that is what I deliver.
Fruits, yes. Well, I know when my mom and dad were little, the big gift for them was an orange in their stockings.
Yeah.
That was, they were both from farm families and they had apples and other kinds of fruit. But to get an orange from, Florida and warm countries, that was a big deal. So, okay, here we come from Ellie, who's 10. Can you believe it? Ellie is 10. She wants to know, oh, this is a good one. How do you go down chimneys?
Well, first thing I want to ask is make sure dad or mom don't start any fires Christmas Eve when you go upstairs, because that chimney's an important entry for me. I'm going to show you a chimney expander. Right here.
Oh.
Now, these are chimney expanders for different kinds of chimneys. And you stick those in the chimneys, it opens up and you go right down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Deliver the toys, take care of things, make sure I get a cookie and a little milk, and right back up I go.
Yeah, well, I live in a very old house in Woodland that was built in 1876. And so you would use a different kind of chimney expander than you would, say, in my grandchildren's house, which was made in 2005.
Some of those old fireplaces were built for chimney.
Oh, let me tell you. Yeah, this was built. Yeah, okay. Now, I've asked about the reindeer. And when did you start depending on them to get you around the world?
Up from day one.
Yeah, from day one. Huh?
Yeah, they're good. There's other people that use reindeer at the North Pole. They're called Laplanders. They're wonderful people. They herd the reindeer around the Arctic Circle. There's a lot of reindeer, not just the 9 that I use.
They're useful animals.
There's other ones. No. So you get them on the roof. You do it. Jack. 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 Good. Down. Shoot. Down. Listen. You hang on those rings real tight. You go. Reindeer. I'll tell you. Bring them just like that. You're on it. You're right there on the next.
Well, she said, get under the milk. Yeah, you have to. I have another. You remember before you said that St. Nicholas came from a wealthy family, and he would kind of leave presents or things. Now, did the children that you left gifts for? Did they ever know that they came from the Nicholas, the wealthy man, or did you keep that a secret?
No. Where do your presents come from?
You get a lot of helpers, don't you?
Sometimes but people love to give gifts. And that's what St. Nicholas does, or Santa Claus does. He spreads that love and giving to Santa Spirit. He's a gift giver. Now, most children, 4 or 5 years old, they love to make a gift. And a handmade gift or a beautiful picture that they drew is so valuable to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
So valuable.
The gift of love.
Yeah.
Or the gift that somebody made, not just a picture, but somebody made. Oh, got it. Oh, we've got another. Oh, Peyton and Oliver want to know who your favorite reindeer is. Oh, be careful answering that one in case they're all listening.
Well, I'm not answering that because I don't have a favorite. It'd be just like if you had 5 children and mom picking her favorite. That wouldn't work, So I have my 9 reindeer, and none of them are my favorite. I love them all.
I hope that answers. That's a good answer, Peyton and Oliver. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a real answer.
Yeah, and it is like, what's your favorite child?
Yeah.
And oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, keep them coming. Meta, Amethyst twin sister from Traverse City, wants to know: is it hard to be quiet when delivering the children's presents?
Well,
Good question, guys.
Well, I make sure I don't make a lot of noise. I'm usually in a hurry. I'm not in the house more than a few seconds. You know, I'm quick. First thing I do, I get down the chimney. I look for the cookies, and then once I find the cookies, I deliver. I put the gifts under the tree, and then I grab a couple cookies, stick them in the bag, shoot back up. I make a little noise. A couple times I tipped over a couple things, but nothing serious. Nope, it's not that hard to be quiet. Got a lot of good practice.
You've had years of practice, yeah.
This fur is pretty soft. Go up and down chimney. By the time I get home, it's pretty dark. This fur. The fur. This red stands for a healthy outdoorsman. So Santa is a healthy outdoorsman. He loves the outdoors, and the white stands for purities, pure thoughts, pure mind. And I just want the kids to know that. I got off subject a little bit, but.
So you don't have any sleeping magic or sprinkle in the eyes or anything like that, or do you just trust nature till they will get so tired that they will fall asleep?
They sleep good.
Okay. Next question. Russell Matthew, age 2, wants to know if he's on the nice list. Now, I think that his daddy Ryan might have sent that in.
Yeah.
Because
what was his name again?
Russell Matthew.
Oh, Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, age 2.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. He's on the nice list. You know, in at the North Pole, we don't use English. We use Elfkin. And Russell's name is Shia in Elfkin. So sometimes I have to think back and see who's on the nice list or not. But yeah, he's on the good list. No, don't worry about a thing. He's in.
No. Yeah. You know, and things, he's at age 2, he's learning things all the time. And sometimes 2-year-olds just need to learn, you know, they make mistakes because they just haven't been around long enough.
Yep. Yeah. Not a problem.
Yeah, no, Santa understands that. He understands kids of all ages, don't you?
I sure do.
And sometimes even the big kids, you know, maybe they have a little boo-boo here and there. That was a good question. Okay, we're going to have a short break now, so keep those questions coming. They've been good ones.
Yeah, I'll be here waiting.
Back after a short break. You know, Santa's pretty old. He's gotta rest up a little bit, and so do I. So it's nice to have our friend Elliot has a question. Okay.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute, Elliot, can you hold off? Because a question just came in from Ellie. Okay, Ellie is 10 and wants to know if you prefer hot cocoa or coffee.
you know, Ellie, I like them both, and I wouldn't want to drink hot chocolate all night long, uh, and I wouldn't want to drink coffee all night long. I'd like to have some of each. So whatever you come up with is going to be just wonderful. That's a good question.
Yeah, some days you
And
want
if
cocoa
you
and
want to leave something for the reindeer now, who
mm,
knows? I'm going to ask this question. Maybe somebody could call in. Who knows what reindeer like for a treat? Who knows
oh,
what reindeer eat for their main diet? I
mm,
wonder if these children would understand that.
yeah. Do you want to answer one of those questions?
Do I? I'm going to wait to see what they answer first.
Okay,
Then,
okay.
then I'll answer it at the end.
All those kids
Be
out in
happy to.
TV land, ask your questions. Oh, here comes another one. Okay, hi, Santa from Kennedy. Kennedy wants to know if you like to eat candy canes.
Well, yeah, that's one of the four major food groups at the North Pole. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't remember
Well,
that.
yeah. Yeah, I sure do. I love candy canes. And they they're they're when they're made from real reindeer milk, peppermint, and sugar. It's a wonderful treat.
You know what I like to do with candy canes? I like to stir cocoa with them because
Oh,
it makes the
yeah,
cocoa have a little tinge of
yeah.
peppermint in them.
Mhm.
So that's what I eating just a candy cane is kind of too sugary, but
Yeah.
putting it in hot cocoa and letting it slowly
Well, that
melt as you
sounds good.
stir it, I can highly recommend it. Maybe a little whipped cream on top too. Yeah. So
They make candy canes out at Rooftop Landing out there in Clare. There's a reindeer farm out there, and
really,
yeah, I go out there and I talk to kids too. But you can, that man makes real candy canes right on, and they're wonderful.
does he make the big kind that are twisty
Yeah,
like
yeah, of
rope?
course, yep,
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, he does a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of your favorite and my favorite cookies are made at Cops and Donuts in Clare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those date cookies.
Mhm,
Be still my heart.
mhm.
Okay. We have another question from the studio. Okay.
Do you like nutcrackers?
Oh, Elliot wants to know if I like nutcrackers. Well, I really do. I really do. They're made out of linden wood. Um, the German folks made nutcrackers years ago, and and they protect your home. Every nutcracker is in a different home, and they're very wonderful. And they turned out to be nice Christmas gifts. Now I flew over last Saturday night, and the Nutcracker Ballet was going on here in Midland. So I swooped down and I took a good look at that. That was beautiful. But yeah, this lindenwood, uh, you see it growing around Midland too, and wood carvers use it. And yeah, nutcrackers are awesome.
Well, I might get a little teary, but many years ago when we were doing the Santa show, the next day I was supposed to go to Claire or to Carroll and Cass City and tell stories at schools. And I do a play called The Magic Word for Christmas that has Santa. And I have different characters. You know, I have Rudolph and a snowman and an angel, but all I had was a little nutcracker. And I went to Myers to buy a big one, and they were kind of expensive. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll wait till they're on sale. That night we did our Santa show. And afterwards you said, hey, Mrs. Claus and I have something for you. And we went out to you're doing the red truck because you're arresting the reindeer.
Yeah.
And there in the seat was a big red basket with candy and a Christmas towel. And in the middle was this tall box, this big. And inside it was a nutcracker. And I said, Santa, how did you know I was shopping for one just yesterday?
Hmm.
And I thought it was too expensive, and this is exactly what I want to use.
So that's that Mrs. Claus. She takes good care of things, doesn't she?
She knew, and I
Yeah.
still have it these many, many years later. And
Well, that's wonderful.
It's home on a special place. So
Good.
thank you for asking that question. Oh, here's Emmy, our friend Emmy, who's 9 years old. She's wondering, how did you choose all the names for all of those reindeer?
Well,
good question.
It's been a while since I named him, but Dasher, you know, he gets that because he's fast. You can put him here and he'll be on the next roof quicker than anybody. He dashes out in front of everything. He's a little dangerous. Or she. You know, all Santa's reindeer are girls, first of all.
That's an important
They're all
fact
girls,
to know.
except for Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Dasher, Dancer. Well, she's a good flyer, good jumper, but she loves to dance around. You'll see she's kind of the she has the good moves up there in the sky. And Prancer, no matter what he's doing, he's just prancing. She is just prancing around. You know, her little hooves go up high. Yeah, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Vixen is the mischievous one.
Mm-hmm. She likes to
She
play
gets
tricks,
in a little
doesn't she?
trouble. Okay,
Mhm.
that's why she's named Vixen.
Mm-hmm.
Comet? Well, we know why that's Comet, because in that northern sky where I'm flying all year long, that's Comet's favorite star. It's all, or a comet is a star, but he just loves the stars. And if he see a shooting star or a comet or anything, he thinks he has to chase it like a dog chases a car. You know, that's your dance, Prince, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. Well, she's a little angel. She's just born. She was so cute. She was just one of the nicest little reindeer you could imagine. So we called her Cupid. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. Donder means thunder.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
In German, that's thunder. Blitzen means lightning. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. And Rudolph, well, it's just a nice name. You know, there's a lot of boys, it's kind of a German name, but there's a lot of young boys named Rudolph. And he is the only boy. And again, he's 85 this year. He was born 1939.
Wow. Yeah. 85.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that was an excellent question. And yes. Here, we have a question from 4-year-old Meta. What do reindeer eat? See, it's right. That's a good question after the
That's
name
what I
of
was
the
asking,
reindeer.
but I didn't get. Okay, this is what reindeer eat lichen. It grows under the snow. Actually, it grows when there is no snow, but when it snows, it's covered, and it grows on the rocks. There's different kinds of lichen. The closest lichen to this area would be up in the Traverse City area. Okay, and from the Traverse City to the North Pole, there's lots of lichen. Reindeer can live on lichen alone. If they had a choice of anything, they'd just keep eating lichen. They love it. They rut it up. They dig down in the snow, and they get the lichen. Now, what they like for treats, we got to get it right, because for years, people left carrots for reindeer. They don't get too excited over carrots. You leave them a raisin, and they get pretty darn happy. You know, piece of apple, a raisin, that's what they like. Apples and
They're
raisins.
fruit eaters more than
And what?
vegetables. They're fruit eaters more than vegetables. Well, and lichen, isn't lichen kind of a moss?
It is.
Okay.
It is a moss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It smells like a mushroom.
It
But,
does.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Can
they
humans
love
eat
it.
lichen?
What's that?
Can humans eat lichen?
I don't know. I don't know any humans that close.
I'm not sure it looks real appetizing to me.
I don't want lichen when I get home, Mrs. Claus.
Okay. Oh, another question. Okay. This is from Sawyer, who's age 4. You know, we've had a couple 4-year-olds with good questions. He wants to know if you get cold when flying through clouds, and do you have a windshield to block snow or rain from getting in your eyes? Isn't that a wonderful question? I
Yeah.
don't think we've ever
Yeah.
had that before.
Yeah. Well, there is a windshield up there, and I'm tucked down in underneath that guard behind the sleigh pretty good.
Mhm.
So I really, when it's cloudy, it's not that cold, but you can get damp. You can pick up a lot of moisture. So we stay the best that we can. We stay above the clouds, and
Smart.
that cold, crisp air. Like today was cold and crisp, but you know what? It's more comfortable than when 2 days ago when it was rainy and cold. It was 30 degrees warmer, but it was more uncomfortable.
Mhm.
So that cold, crisp air with those bright stars, that's what I love.
Well, too, and
And at the
looking
north-
at your suit, you're well covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Mrs. Claus keeps me nice and warm with this good flight jacket on and stuff.
Yeah, and
Let me tell you about the North Pole a little bit. Those stars are huge at the North Pole. They're bigger than they are here, and there's a reason for that. There's no moisture in the air. The air is very dry. And not only are there stars, but there's the aurora borealis, the northern lights, which are absolutely gorgeous. And those lights, they're different colors. They're like colors of the rainbow, and they come and they go. Sometimes they swirl and twist, and sometimes they just stay there. And the strange part about the northern lights is they make a noise. Sometimes they whistle. Sometimes they sound like a ghost, but they're so beautiful. And they reflect off the ice and snow. The North Pole is the most beautiful place in the world, and I've been around.
Yes, you have. That was beautiful, Santa. Talking about the aurora borealis. Okay, but I gotta sneak in a question here. Do you wear long underwear?
Of course, it's cold up there.
I couldn't
Yeah.
resist. I couldn't resist. You know me. Another question's coming in from Civio. I hope I'm saying that. Okay, Civio. See, you know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's 7. Wants to know what your favorite Christmas movie is. Well, that's another good question.
It is. I have a lot of them, but a little embarrassed to say, but Elf is my favorite.
Yeah, you
But
can't.
I do. I love them. I love them all. Honestly, I don't. I'm not. I saw the Grinch once, and that's enough. It doesn't stand for what Santa stands for. I know he turns around at the end. He's a good guy, but Santa's a loving, giving character. And all the good Christmas movies have that spirit of love and giving in them. And those are the ones that I really like to watch. And
Yeah.
that was a good question.
I still cry over Miracle on 34th Street.
That's a great,
You know?
that's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, they were running a series of Christmas movies. And yeah, the Grinch is, yeah, he's kind of the naughty guy.
Yeah,
but,
we're not going to talk about it.
yeah, we won't talk about that. So, Aspen, who's only 1 year old, but I have a feeling that her twin brother Jack. Oh, here we go. So Jack and Aspen, aren't those cool names? Are twins. Now Jack is Jack is on the nice list or the naughty list.
Nice.
Of course. Of course. You
Well,
know,
not of course. You got to work for it. He's done well.
Yeah.
You know.
you know, 1 year's old, and how could he possibly have lived long enough to do anything naughty? He just wants to eat and sleep and, get cuddled. And maybe reach for toys and stuff. But, he's maybe if he's very
Okay.
precocious, and he probably is, maybe he can walk and get into things.
that's
But
his
still, that's how he
question?
learns.
That's his question. He wants to know if he's on the nice
Well,
list.
this is Aspen. I have a
Oh,
feeling
Aspen.
that Aspen is the girl. So
Oh, okay.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he pulls her hair or something. And so, but no, at age 1,
Yeah.
you can't be naughty. You're still growing and learning, and that's how you learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another, this is so good. We're getting great questions. Winnie Lee, age 4. Oh, wants to know what your favorite flower is.
Oh my gosh. I'm not really. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say the poinsettia because they're in every house that I land in around here, and I love to go over Dow Gardens when they have them all in that big glass room, and they're beautiful. So I really love poinsettias.
Yeah, I love the fact that always growing up they were always red.
Yeah.
And this year I
Okay.
got to put a white one in
Yeah.
in my dining room table.
Is holly a flower?
Well,
It's got leaves and berries. That's pretty though.
well, yeah, I
Yeah.
consider it. I don't know what you'd classify it as, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful word too, isn't it? Okay, we're going to take a break. Keep
All
the
right.
good questions coming.
Yeah. All right, kids. Well, please ask me some good questions. I'll be waiting here.
Our friend Elliot, who's 10 years old, has a special present for Santa.
Here he is, Elliot. All right. What'd you have there? Hey, bring those over here. Oh my gosh. Those are nice cookies. Come right over here, buddy. Sit right down, Elliot, like you used to. Good boy. Boy, those are good. Should we get into them now, or you got a question?
I have a question.
All
How do you
right.
get everywhere in one night?
How do I get everywhere in one night? Well, I don't. This is what happens. A little while ago, I explained December 6th is the Feast of St. Nicholas. And I'll do France, and I'll do Switzerland, and I'll do Sweden, and I'll do Italy. And a lot of those European countries I take care of that night. And then there's 24 time zones around the world. Did you learn that in school
Yeah.
yet? Yeah. So that gives me 24 extra hours, which I need. Then there's this other most important reason, and you're going to start to understand that Santa doesn't, for older children, Santa enters through the heart more than the chimney. And what that means is this spirit of gift giving comes from others, not just Santa. Santa is alive and well, and it's everywhere. But he's in your heart. He's as real as can be, or you wouldn't be sitting here asking questions. And as older you get, the easier it is to understand. But Santa is a gift giver. And the spirit grows in different families for different reasons throughout the day. Yeah. The other reason, I don't do it that. I do it as fast as I can, but still, isn't Christmas Eve the longest night of the year? Yeah, it is. You want to wake up because you think Santa, or you're hoping Santa was there, and you got to keep sleeping and sleeping. It is the longest night of the year. Grab that bag. I'm going to show you what happens. Yeah, stand right there. I got this old clock that Barney gave me. I'm trying to find it. Here, look at that. You hold this up. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. If not, I'm just gonna have to. Oh. What's that darn thing at home? And I don't need it tonight.
Maybe one of the elves is
I didn't have
polishing
the
it,
clock.
getting
Sit
it ready
right
for the
back
big
here.
night.
And then, so I turn it. If I get behind, I stop the watch. It's stop. And once I catch up, turn it back on, and it start up again. You have to keep safe. You have any other questions? Did that answer all right? You got any questions on my hand? All right. Thanks for the cookies.
That was so cool. I got tears in my eyes. Yeah.
I'm getting tears in my eyes looking at these cookies.
Well, I was kind of
I'm getting
almost,
so excited.
I almost said to Ellie, would you, snatch one of those cookies for me? But
He's a good boy.
we'll later. So, yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. Yes. Oh, here's another question. Good timing. Cece, who's 2 years old, is wondering what your favorite toys were when you were little.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love when I was little though. I remember going back a long time, years ago. I loved Lincoln Logs. I don't know. We don't make a lot of them anymore, but I love Lincoln Logs and blocks. That was my thing. I love building. That was one of my favorite toys. That's a good question.
It is.
I want to tell you what the kids are asking for. You asked about what favorite toys are. Those were mine. But now, let's say 100 to 50 years ago, the lists were pretty long. Maybe not that far back, maybe 60 to 40 years ago, right? The lists were long. Lately, as the time gets closer to today's date, the lists have gotten shorter. Kids are being more considerate and more understanding that they have to share. Santa can't make them all lots of toys. And Santa never promises anyone anything because it might not happen. And we change. Santa changes his mind. Mom and Dad might instruct Santa to change his mind, and so we never promise, or Santa never would promise anything. I'm going to tell you something else that has changed this year. Little kids, for some reason, used to ask for cell phone. I don't get that anymore. That's a wonderful thing because I make toys. I'm not too good at electronics, but I'm good at toys. And so I just feel so good that even the older kids aren't asking for them like they used to. So that's good.
See, I can still remember my favorite toy that you brought me, and I still have her. It was a Madame Alexander doll.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she was dressed like I think it was something like famous actress, child actress. And she's still in the same dress. And I have her.
That's one thing.
And I treasure her, and I thank you for
That's
bringing something that meant so much to me that I kept her all these years.
Good.
Thank you.
Little girls have always asked for dolls.
Remember
Still
the
do.
Cabbage Patch dolls and Barbie dolls? We're going to take another break, and we'll be back in just a few. Keep those good. And we're back and ready for more questions. You ready, Santa?
You bet.
Okay.
Let's have some questions. We have a few minutes left before I have to head back to the North Pole.
Well,
Yeah, I might stop at the Santa house.
right. Well, Reed, who's 9 years old, wants to know if you have a separate sack for the coal. Mm,
No, I keep it in this one.
okay.
Yep, simple as that. Yeah, I used to give out more coal than I do today. A lot of the kids don't understand what the coal is, but we used to heat a lot of homes with coal, and I still use coal at the North Pole. So I have a little bit in my bag, but try not to use it.
Okay. Yeah. And I think kids want to be good. They really love you and have loved you for so many years.
Oh yeah.
And Anna wants to know, other than Christmas, another good question, Anna, what is your favorite holiday?
Oh, well, other than Christmas, I'm going to choose Easter. I love Easter, and but I like all the holidays. Uh, I
I like the food at all the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Christmas. Oh, my other favorite holidays, Christmas and Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
I like both of them.
Yeah. I remember as a child being in church
And
on Christmas Eve.
New
hearing
Year's is
music.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty tired. I don't get to celebrate that midnight, but
Mhm.
it's kind of fun to have a little extra food. I need a lot of food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At our
Good
house,
stuff.
we celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah.
And this year, Hanukkah comes after Christmas, but in many years, it would come before Christmas, which was nice because we would go to my family's Methodist home to celebrate. You'd come to
Yeah.
my parents' home for Christmas, and then we would go to my husband's family to celebrate Hanukkah.
Awesome.
Okay, another question from baby Fergie, who's still in mommy's tummy. So mommy has a lot of questions.
Oh,
This is a question I can answer. Am I going to be born on the nice list?
of course.
Of course.
Oh, good
yes.
heavens. Yep.
Any baby that has a mommy like you, Chris,
Yeah.
is going to be born on the nice
Well,
list.
congratulations, Chris. I'm excited. I want to make sure I get that little one on my list, and I will take good care of
Yeah, I bet
whatever
you've got
type
some
comes
things
out.
planned for little baby Fergie. Yeah. Here's another one. Cooper, who's, gosh, can you believe Cooper is 2 years old already? What do you do if a dog wakes up while you're visiting a house? We will try to keep Hank and Bauer from bothering you. Cooper also wants to know if you'll say hi to his grandma who is watching.
Well, I get along just fine with animals. They're not worried about me. I'm not worried about them. I love animals. I have lots of pets at the North Pole, and I get along real good with the wild animals. Dogs are very friendly to Santa. I've never had a dog issue. And as far as Grandma goes, God bless you, Grandma. I can't wait to see you this year. And don't forget the cookies.
Yeah. And you also, pets get a lot of gifts at Christmas time. I get ads for Christmas treats for my 2 cats, Gus and Gimple.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, Reed, who's 9. Does the Grinch ever get in your way at all?
Say that again.
Well, it's from our friend Reed, who's 9 years old.
Yeah.
Does the Grinch ever get in your way at all?
I don't believe there is a Grinch. That's just a bad story.
Oh, interesting response. Hey, I kind of like that. Yeah, Christmas is a time for good.
That's right.
Yeah, we celebrate the good in people. Okay. Emmy asking a very personal question. When is your birthday?
I don't know. It was 1720 some years ago. We don't have a good record as per the day, but I know I'm really old and I'm very blessed to be here. Is the spirit of St. Nicholas.
Mhm.
I don't even make up a birthday. It's just every day is a happy day at the North Pole.
Well, and as you said too, with the time change, when you're busy flying around the world and the different time changes, really, age doesn't matter because you're ageless. It's you're an eternal spirit for good. So yeah, who cares?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It was a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Reed, who is asking another good question, how you can get around the whole world in one night?
Well, I just answered that for Elliot.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up my last answer, even though I'd be happy to. There is something I could add to that question that Matt and Elliot answered. In Russia, I come January 1st. And then in Spain, Santa delivers presents on the Feast of the Epiphany, which is January 6th. So there's different times that Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, delivers his gifts.
Good answer, yes. And then, you were talking about the different time zones. So as you fly around, it's a 24-hour day.
As long as there's cookies,
yes,
spread it out.
So, I think this is our last question from Jack, who's age 1. Do you believe in the great pumpkin like Linus does?
Not sure. The great
Linus,
pumpkin.
the great pumpkin. Yeah, like it's Charlie Brown. And
okay.
Okay,
all
right.
that. Oh,
yeah,
I
he
understand.
waits for the great pumpkin.
Well, that's just a story. I don't know what to believe. I love stories. I love fairy tales. I love Charlie Brown. It's fun. I'll leave it at that. It's fun.
Yeah, I love magic, and I love the magic and the lessons our stories teach us.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, Santa is going to say goodbye to you in a very special way. He's going to sign it.
First, I want to say thank you, everyone, for calling in and be a part of Santa and the Santa spirit. And I want you to spread that Santa spirit of love and giving to all your friends and family. So, Merry Christmas. Santa loves you. Merry Christmas, kids.
Merry Christmas, everybody.